Hi everyone, it's your Simmer here. So I'm going to go ahead and take this job. So we'll get in and we'll start talking. Alright, so we're going to be taking a helicopter to Bremen, I believe. Not a very long ride.
Ready to roll.
Alright. So go ahead, we've got 170 kilometers to go.
Turn left.
I was thinking I needed to go that way, but I didn't want to go too quickly and then be going the wrong way, but of course now I missed the light. So it looks like it's going to have us go straight. So a few things have been happening. So I've had some technical glitches. I actually tried to record this episode with a different run, the World of Trucks job, and I was unable to sync up when I delivered. I've got some help questions on the SCS support board about it. Just see if it's a problem. But then this job paid better, so I went ahead and took this. This is just a freight market job, obviously, but I just don't know if there's some ongoing issue with the World of Trucks because of some updates. So where we sit right now, I had mentioned 1.44 may come out, and then that could potentially cause some challenges, which it did. So the last time I was in was the 5th of May. This is now the 14th of June. And when you see this episode come out, you'll see, I'm pretty close. I'm in the same week, just a few days away from trying to get something done. So I was really stuck between a rock and a hard place with map updates about if I wanted to keep waiting, potentially miss an episode. And what was happening is ProMods Middle East has not been updated yet. The regular ProMods has been. So we're running 2.61. And
get ready.
I don't know if at this point 1.44, which is what came out and then caused the delay with the maps,
turn left,
and or if it's something with ProMods, because I don't know if Osnabrück is a ProMod city, but basically when I went to deliver, World of Trucks said it couldn't sync to my current location, and it was updating me to the last known location, and then it reloaded the interface of the game and then basically put me exactly where I was, and I could just never deliver the trailer. I had to ultimately abandon the job. Now luckily that didn't cost me any money, because in real economy trucking that would be a setback that I would prefer to avoid. I mean, I have a little bit of a cushion here, but obviously I don't want to have an ongoing problem. Alright, let me get my GPS sped up here so we can move along. So I'm trying to remember where. Yeah, I guess this is the best display. There really isn't one, because the trip meter is below my odometer there. So I did put some miles on because I did run the distance to the other job. I actually got reset to Dusseldorf with the 1.44 change. Took a job from Dusseldorf to Osnabrück and then just couldn't deliver it. But that's how my truck was there. Because the other thing I had mentioned in the scrapped episode is I just wasn't, I don't remember where I was at, but when you get 1.44 or a new version, it just throws you back to your starting garage in most cases. So my decision to continue and do it the way I was, I'm nowhere near the Middle East at this point. So rather than keep waiting, there may be folks who are starting to enjoy this series. I really don't want to have a break in it while I'm waiting for a map that right now I just don't need. I'm not there. I'm not specifically heading there. I can certainly avoid that space for now, but I've also not been moving in that direction or in any danger of getting there. Well, that's interesting. Those kind of look like they're operating. They are turning and they're spewing things out. I don't know that I've seen that before. That's pretty neat. I don't know that they were actually moving or if they were just kind of animated and parts were spinning, but they were static because it provided enough of a visual as you were driving by. But either way, caught my attention. It's pretty cool. Alright, so the other thing that had happened then, I have rested. So I'm kind of refreshed. I actually rested twice, so I had a couple jobs delivered. I did make a loan payment at noon on Saturday, the first one, I believe, that I had. So we'll be hitting a second one here, maybe after this delivery, because it's telling me an hour and 20 minutes, so we won't be at noon yet. But, that kind of gets you up to speed. I'm pretty sure this will work because it's a freight market job in the game. I just don't know if we've got some ongoing issue with World of Trucks or not. So, certainly if I get a job that makes sense, I'll take that and we'll try it again and hopefully it'll work. If not, we'll have the same situation where suddenly I'm somewhere totally different and I'm just having to update you that I had to abandon another job. Alright, I'm assuming I'm going to need to exit here.
And then exit right.
Because, yeah, I think I go to the second exit.
Exit right.
Which I think is what's above that dash, because I want to go to Bremen.
Straight on.
Yep. So otherwise we're going to Hanover and Walsrode.
Keep right.
Or it might be Walsrode. I don't know. So, but yeah, I've definitely been missing working in this series, moving things forward. Aside from the date pressure, just definitely had a desire to get back in here. So, because I think with the real economy trucking, there's just going to be a lot of work to do here to make any kind of progress. And that just means I need to be in here working. And was not real thrilled that I had that issue. Now, in American Truck Simulator, if you're following the series over there, that did get, it had a delay, but most of the maps came back. I've made a few changes there, which you'll hear about if you follow that series. But I've been able to get in there and actually make an episode. And while I did have to make some map changes, it wasn't anything significant.
Keep
so,
right,
there we
and
go.
then exit right.
Is there a crash? What are we looking at here? There's something going on. This is always fun, because you kind of start to wonder if it will clear up. So it looks like we've got a blocked exit. So I'm going to go ahead and, I guess, go around, because this ain't going anywhere.
Right.
Can't exit right. So we're going to have to pass this a bit.
Okay, let's find a new route.
And hopefully that new route will just be the next exit to the north of Bremen here that we're coming up next. And we'll just come in from the other side of town, but always something when you're driving a truck, right? So, Yeah, definitely hopeful that I can
Keep right, and then exit right.
keep heading forward and not have an ongoing problem here
Exit
with
right.
the world of trucks jobs specifically, because I mean I'd certainly like to be able to select whatever I feel like selecting and not have a problem. And it wasn't that it was crashing, it wasn't throwing me out of the game. I just was basically stuck in what amounted to an endless loop of trying to disconnect the trailer and deliver it, only to be told it can't sync up and it's moving me to the last known good location. So, in any event, we'll see how things are going and proceeding. Now this is a short enough order, I may go ahead and do a second order if I can find another short one that does pretty well. So I'm going to go ahead and turn left here, whether it tells me to or not, because I want to discover whatever it is that's here. Alright, a
Never
DAF,
mind. Now
DAF
find a new
dealer.
route.
I say DAF, it may not be DAF.
Get ready to turn right.
I'm assuming that is a
Turn right.
recruitment center there. We probably do have to go this way to see it, so we'll get that
Reroute.
done since we're here. Yep, a recruitment agency. Because at this point, obviously, we don't have...
Turn right.
Why is he waiting? I hate when they do that, because then the lights change and we miss our opportunity. But we got through. Thinking I'm going to get stuck on that one, though. Maybe
Keep
not.
right,
Maybe we'll get lucky.
And then turn right.
Nope. So we're going to DB...
Turn right.
DB something. Again, I'm sure those of you in Europe know exactly what it is. DB Schenker. So that's where we're headed with this wonderful helicopter. Alright, let me get back in there. Good timing, just in time to move. Always love those aggressive drivers. I suppose maybe he had as much of a right of way as I did. Do I really? Okay. Go ahead. I guess this is the only way in here, now that I see it. Somehow I thought there was another entrance closer there. Alright, so I think what I'm going to need to do is go in there and then turn around. I hope I have enough room. And then just pull it in. If that trailer wasn't there, that would be better, but it is. So we'll do what we can. Now the question is, am I going to almost create a jackknife here? I think that's a term on the trucking side that folks in Europe might be familiar with. I don't know. That actually worked out well. But basically that's when the trailer and the tractor are at a probably more than a 90-degree angle to each other, but really it can't maneuver, and it usually occurs as part of a crash. So a truck is said to have jackknifed when that happens. Alright, so our loan installment comes out again. This time, this job will pay 311 euros. Again, I do not anticipate any problem at all with delivering it successfully. If I continue to get an error, I have a problem that I just don't know how I'm going to overcome then. That's for sure, but I'm going to be optimistic that we're not going to see that. So, should be right about there. There we go. Let's take a look. Alright, 185 kilometers, 3 hours, 331 euros. Ooh, and we crossed levels, so even better. So now I will be able to continue, and again, normally what I will do is I will likely go to flammable solids and then maybe the infectious substances next, because there's just more types of things available at that point. I'm going to go ahead and clear these out. Right, and at this point, it looks like we have a negative profit over 7 days, which is not what we want to be seeing. So we are definitely going to have to change that dynamic. Alright, so at this point, I found this job, World of Trucks, really great pay, 157 euros per kilometer. It is longer, however, so I am going to do that in another episode, because this is definitely probably going to push that envelope of time. So I'm going to cut this short here, but wanted to let you know why, since I was saying I might be able to fit another one in. So I'll see you next time, and we'll get those tractors delivered. So as I showed you for a second, a new error that I keep getting is that the trailer is too long for the starting position. Once again, I'm confused, because if my understanding is correct, World of Trucks is an SCS related website, like they're tied together. So I'm going to try to go to the same location, same distance. This is just a regular trailer. If I get that same error here, I've got something really weird going on then. Alright, so you can see here, I keep getting modded truck or trailer too long to fit safely in the starting position. Alright, so I was unable to get the World of Trucks job working. I'm going to go ahead and take this. It's relatively short, so we'll just continue in this episode here. So yeah, it's definitely a very interesting issue to be having. Certainly would like to be able to take the World of Trucks jobs, but now I can't even take any. So what I did do off camera is I tried even a very short stubby trailer. I'm not sure which way I need to go, so I'm kind of waiting for it to tell me to turn left or right.
Finding a new route.
Okay, I don't... Oh, am I... Oh, I see. Am I, like, here? Hold on.
Right.
Maybe I'm picking it up from here. It's one of those. I don't need to go anywhere. I just need to go get to this point here.
You have arrived at your destination.
There we go.
Your route guidance is now finished.
Alright, so we're going to take the freight market. We're taking the olives to Hanover.
Drive safe.
And at this point, we just need to back up there. So I'll meet you back there. So here we go. We've got our olive trailer attached. And now we will head on out here. So 168 kilometers. Get ourselves reset, because we're showing 185 there from the last job. Some of that was the longer time we had to take because of the accident that we had. But at this point,
Turn right.
there we go. We'll turn right. And then I assume, well, we might go straight. Or no, we can't go straight. Never mind.
Keep left, and then turn left.
All right, we'll do that. Ooh, he changed colors.
Turn left.
Actually, he just got skinned. Finally had whatever he was supposed to look like, although it still looked a little botched up, so maybe not quite what he was supposed to look like. Well, I don't know. I would think if I had to go the other way, it would have had me turn left out of the parking lot, so I'm thinking it's going to take me out of Bremen on the route that I was supposed to come back in on for the last load. But I have 2.5 hours. I have over 6 hours till I need to rest, so I'm able to get this done. And the benefit is, again, that we're making some extra money in the same day, where the last job will have covered my €257 installment loan payment. Obviously, the situation will be different for lower price jobs, but at this point now, this is going to just be extra profit. And I'm hoping, I have other drivers to deliver. Well, obviously, I'm not looking at my light. I didn't realize I couldn't see it. I probably waited through multiple light cycles while I was sitting there reminiscing about the world, so I apologize for that. Oh, I'm just so out of practice of running this truck. 6 weeks out of the driver's seat will do that to you, I guess. Alright, well, we can't turn there, so we know we're not going to be told to do that. A couple kilometers
Keep right, and
at
then
this
continue
point.
straight on.
Alright. Sounds like a plan. Still got 72% of fuel, so we're not using a lot of fuel. Always a good thing. We'll see now. I think it will have us go right.
Get ready to turn right.
Oh, my timing on the lights is just
Turn right.
poor. So, again, let me stop this time early enough that I can see. Plus, I think I have to with where the line was painted. Alright, so finally having a light to change. Always a challenge to make these turns with the longer trailers. Alright, so we'll be moving along here. Again, not too long of a run. So 2 hours and 23 minutes of game time. And there we go. We have finally merged onto the freeway, or expressway, as I would call it, one of those two. There we go, Lower Saxony. So, looks like, again, a couple new spaces that we've not been to before, which is the goal, to continue to expand our reach and our ability to deliver things to new areas. So, yeah, I wish I had an idea of even where to begin to try to figure out the World of Trucks situation. I didn't see anything on the forums. It's possible there aren't that many people that try to run those jobs. Although you would think it would be relatively involved, given, again, its integration and tie into the game and just giving you the options of additional loads and so forth. So I just don't understand. I mean, I was able to at least pick up the load before I had the problem delivering it, and so I don't know, maybe it was just something in Bremen because all the spaces are small. I'll certainly keep trying it, but just very, very strange behavior. Not really anything else I could explain. I was debating exiting and getting fuel, but I have, again, 70% left, so I'm in pretty good shape here. I'm sure I can get 3 or 4 more deliveries done before I need fuel. And it would be nice to know that we were getting some profit off of all the work we're doing. Because obviously if I don't achieve that, we're just obviously eventually just going to run out of money, which is a failure in my real economy attempt, because then I've certainly done something that doesn't allow me to be competitive. But I'm not sure that if I changed anything, meaning say I just stayed a contractor for a longer period of time, the jobs don't get more they don't get more profitable. So, I mean, I suppose the argument would be, well, if I took the time and saved up enough to pay for my truck outright, then obviously I wouldn't have a loan of any kind, and so I should be in good shape then, because I'm just running things. And that would be a lesson learned, I suppose, that in this style of gameplay, that's what I need to do. I just can't take out a loan. I was just hoping with the more realistic loan rates that it would make it affordable, but I'm not sure that it is. So probably don't want to be doing that behind a police car like that too often, but I'm not quite sure why he was driving that way, so I don't know that would get me out of trouble, explaining, "Officer, I thought you were driving poorly." But I think that the likelihood of that would be pretty low. So I'm hoping this is taking me in the right place. It just seems like we're running out of miles. I only have 30, or distance, I only have 34 kilometers to go, and I don't think we're near a delivery point anywhere, so unless it just really slows down in distance as we get closer. And I don't recall, because my sim dashboard doesn't give me enough information. I'm assuming we're going to Hanover, because that's the only city anywhere near here.
Keep right, and then exit right.
I think I'm going to have to slow down, because I'm just going to go by that otherwise.
Exit right.
Alright. So we will go there. It's interesting because it doesn't look like we could go the other... Well, we can't go the other way, so I guess that's why the exit isn't set up that way. Alright, now we're down to 9 kilometers. There it is, finally. I'm like, so you would think we would see our delivery point, but we do. Sodra.
Go straight on.
So yeah, if I focus less on income and more on just kind of where I'd like to go, I can continue to get further and further away from Dusseldorf. Actually, looks like being over to the left is maybe what we want to do. I think the delivery point is there. So we've discovered Hanover. We're down to about 3 hours till we have to rest. So if I have another short run like this, I could get it done in that time period. SK. I don't know if that's Slovakia. Oh, it says Kuta, Slovakia, right on it, under Secotrans. So, if only I read the entire back of the truck, right? So, there's another potential garage. We can't enter it from here, but we can see it. So very similar roadways and directions. Okay, yeah, I turn left here into the
Turn left.
location. I was not sure if I had to go around the corner. All right.
It's all over now.
There it is. So we're gonna head this way, and it's Waberer's Optimum Solution. Interesting. Some what I would call milk crates. I assume they serve the same purpose here, but maybe not. So this will be the only out-of-place trailer here, but obviously this is where they wanted this delivered. So I am just doing what I've been asked. So it looks like I kind of need to get used to that, but most of the European trailers, I guess, have the rear wheel steering, which makes sense, because otherwise I think it would be a big challenge to get in here. Alright, whoops. I made the mistake where I stomp on the brake and then I go through it. So here we go. Get this delivered. So not a lot, but 255 euros. That's almost enough to make another payment. So that's all we've got. I'm going to get this contract cleared out. I didn't realize it was still there, but I will see you next time.